Hello friends, today I'll be walking you through setting up an Angular.js on Salesforce. It's pretty simple, but this tutorial will give you a quick start on how do we create an Angular.js app on Salesforce. So it's nothing special to do on Salesforce to set up your Angular.js app. It's pretty simple. You just write your Angular.js HTML code and then deploy it in Salesforce. I'll be walking you through the code that I have written, and we'll go through step by step. So let's start. The first thing is we need to create an Visual Force page. That's very straightforward. I use Sublime Text for this. You can use any editor of your choice. So let's create a new Visual Force page. It's called VF demo page and create it. Okay, so your Visual Force page is created. You can go and see in the Sublime. So here is your basic Visual Force page is ready. I'll just make show header and sidebar as false because I do not want to see them in my Visual Force application. So the first step is done where we have created a Visual Force page. Let's go to the next step. Next step is you need to add an Apex controller for this. So the application which I'm trying to build here is it will fetch all the data from the account object in the Salesforce and display it in a tabular format on the AngularJS application. So I have already written a code for the Apex controller. I'll just copy and explain you one by one. But before that, let me create the um, Apex class. And my code is here. So let me create default and create method. So here is your Apex Angular demo class. So it has basic functionality built up for the default class, but I already have written the code, so I'll just copy it. And save it. While it saves, I'll explain you the simple functionality written here. The first thing is an Apex class with an Apex, the corresponding controller, sorry, the constructor. And then what I'm doing here is I've created another subclass just to act as a data set, data structure for us, where I'll be storing record ID and record name, and I'll be passing it through the Visual Force page. So what I have done is I am looping through all the accounts, setting up the data on this on the records of data set. So here record ID, record name I am setting up from the account and then pushing it in a list, which is nothing but a list of records of type data set. And then I'm serializing it and passing, and this data we are using on the Visual Force page, will be using actually. So uh, that's pretty much about the the controller on the Apex. So this will be serving the data on our Angular application. So now let's go next step, and this is the GitHub link I have provided for you to download the class if you want to, and the entire repository is actually available in the GitHub. I'll share the link end of this tutorial. So next step is let's set up an HTML and add required scripts. So we have created a Visual Force page app, but it is simple Visual Force. Nothing about I mean HTML here and your visual, sorry, your Angular. So let's start with, as soon as you type HTML, the required body for the HTML is created. So let's quickly give a title, and the next step is you need to add the required script. So since we are building an Angular application, we need few scripts uh, that we want to include in the page, and those are basically AngularJS, AngularJS, jQuery, Bootstrap JS, and Bootstrap CSS. So this is basically because I'm using a Bootstrap class to format my tabular structure, which I'm going to create later. So this is from the prerequisite. What scripts we need, we have included here. Let's go next step. Okay. So the next step is you go and add your module, Angular module and controller. So I hope you guys are aware how to write an Angular code, but if not, you might need to start an Angular tutorial and learn a basics of it. But it is this code is pretty simple. I'm just writing a very basic module and the controller, so I'll just paste the code. So if you see here, it's just an Angular app which we have created, an Angular controller with this name, demo controller, and we are just assigning the data which is coming from our Apex controller, and we are parsing it so that it's a JavaScript object and we can use it. So first thing, one more thing I need to do is add the controller to this page which we have created. So it's Apex Angular demo is my Apex controller code. Let's save this. Okay, now we are pretty much done with the Angular code. Now let's uh, assign an ng app to HTML page. So our app is demo app, and an ng controller equal to this demo controller. So while we save it, I'll walk you to the next step. Okay, so once our Angular app is ready, we just want to create a table to display the data which we are fetching in Apex controller in a bootstrap table basically. So I have written the code for it, and it is available here. I just will copy that body part of it and paste it. So this is pretty much all, I guess. We have our Angular code in Visual Force and Apex controller ready. We can just go and run it now. Let me try running it. So we have our page name called VF demo page. Here you go. If you can't find the difference because the page was already open, let me see. Open it again. So it's pretty much all. We are fetching these records. We are fetching these records from the Salesforce and displaying in an Angular application in a tabular format. That's very basic, and which can help you start your Angular, writing your Angular application on the Salesforce. So that this step we have already done. So that's all. Thank you. You can write me on gauravchandra.sf@gmail.com, and you can find the code, entire code which I have shown on the GitHub repository which I have mentioned here. And I'll be putting this link in the comment section as well of this video. Thank you.